I'm ready.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Holiday Doc and this is episode 1 of This Caster Fucking Sucks.
How you guys doing right there? Advice coming at you. Right you are, Doc. And I'm very proud to be here. I'm very honored to do this dual com with you.
So if you already haven't guessed, this is obviously not calling anybody out for sucking. It's actually doing quite the opposite. And I wanted to do this series to promote AM commentators and commentators that have done a lot of work in 1/3 to promote themselves, promote the game, do everything they can to help esports grow, and give them a chance to come on my show, promote themselves, and get their name out there even more. And I'm doing this mainly because I didn't have this kind of outlet when I came up. Anything that I got when I was coming up in Black Ops was hate and bad criticism. So, thanks for coming on, man, and I think this is going to be pretty good.
I think it's going to be really good, and I'm very honored to have you on here. I really don't have as much of a following as so many of these great casters, and I don't think I'm on their level yet, but as long as the people enjoy hearing me and don't mind me around too much, then I'm very honored to keep casting for them, and I look forward to more opportunities.
What got you started in the Call of Duty competitive stuff?
Well, I'm a competitive player first and foremost. I did Friday Night Fights with Modi and Daniela and Haley, and I've been playing competitive gaming back since '04. I played a lot of SOCOM, and then when Call of Duty came out, I switched to that up immediately, and I've been having so much fun with it. I do local tournaments, and I win those from time to time, but casting has really been eye-opening for me, and the way the casters like yourself and Turbo and Paradox and my mentor Schoolie, of course, have taken me under the wing and pretty much given me tips left and right, have really let me shine and do me, and I really appreciate that. Without them, I don't think I would be doing this anymore.
So what kind of stuff do you do on a regular basis as far as casting?
You did ask earlier where I got my start at. I did Ladies Night All-Star Weekend. I actually got my start because Ashley's Electric couldn't show up, and I actually was just hosting lobbies for Schoolie, and then he hit me up and he said, would you like to come on board and cast, give your opinion here and there? You're a competitive player, your analysis and your expertise would pretty much help. And I said, sure, why not? And what ended up happening was I actually got really into a couple of the games, and I was doing play-by-plays, and eventually I just started to speed up and get so into it that people were enjoying it, and people were thinking, wow, he's pretty passionate, he's out there, he sounds like one of those guys who you would see in an auction, but talking about Call of Duty and being, really, really into this game. He seems almost like a fanboy, but it's too good to be true. And I was like, okay, if you guys will have me on board another week, I'll come back and do it. And sure enough, people wanted me back.
So what do you think are you a play-by-play commentator or are you a color commentator?
Well, I try to find my persona as best I can, and I know that's very important. But if I had to give my opinion as to which I like the most, I like play-by-plays the most. I like getting, right into the action and calling out exactly what's happening, moment after moment. And I like to say I'm back on board here with somebody who's going to be running flag and they're going to be making their first cut. That's my best type, but I'm also able to somewhat provide expertise here and there. I think I'm just a fan who's able to do what he likes to do. Yeah. Because people allow him to,
Do you find it hard to be in the position of a caster and call out teams and players on their mistakes? Like, how do you get around that? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I've been known for calling out plays that certain players make, and I'll call, if I see somebody overextend, I'll call it thirsty. If I see somebody contest something they shouldn't have, I'll say, wow, that was a really kill whorish move. And at first I would be a little nervous and say, oh wow, I wonder what kind of backlash I'm going to get. But it's amazing how many players actually watch what I've been able to say on their gameplay and say, advice, thank you for finally calling me out on that. This whole time I've been doing that play so long and I thought it's been working for me. But
have you tried doing that with any pro players yet though?
No, I mean I've only casted Obey and Phase. It was only half a phase, and it went pretty well. And I think I was a little bit nervous casting Obey. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just I didn't want to say anything bad. I didn't want to step on any toes, but I gave my opinion 100%.
I've always felt like I was handcuffed. Anytime I was at MLG, I just felt like if I were to call these people out for dumb plays, I'd hear about it. And it would start a fight, or people would get mad because, well, what does he know? He's behind the screen, and hindsight's always 20/20. Well, I think when you have a caster, you have a better perspective of what's going on overall. You know, sometimes these players act in the moment, or they just do something because they think they can get it done, but might not be the best play for them. And I think anytime you do that with these pro players, pro teams, you're gonna upset the fan base, and you got to be prepared for that backlash.
I called out one player one time, and I was doing a pretty good cast, and then somebody said, "Advice, why did you give your opinion right there? I don't think the play was wrong at all." And I said, "Well, it didn't work out for them first and foremost, and second of all, they didn't win the game. So obviously that play could have been the X factor to make them lose it. Excuse me." So, I gave my opinion. That's what casters are told to do, is give their opinions and call it how they see it. So,
well, here's a good question for you then, kind of moving forward. What do you think about all these casters coming up in the game? And, you see some of them copy other playstyle or other commentary styles of the greats. But what do you do as yourself to, like, come up and try to promote your own brand?
I think remembering where I came from is always going to be the biggest, thing for me. Is remaining true to Schoolie Nation and never forgetting exactly who put me on. I mean, I can easily go out there and try to put on a Corey Dunn voice, and I'll try my best and probably fail at it. And I could probably be chill and laid back like Fwiz, and say I like Fwiz, but from time to time he does say dude a little too much, and be like, oh dude, I don't know about that play, man, but it worked out. Hey, I can try that. I'm a Cali kid at heart, but at the same time, I think being lost in the moment and being so lost in the moment and being a fan at the same time that you're just enjoying every little bit and just going, wow, what a play that was, and I hope they do it again, and they're on the relay. I think that's going to be me, just being passionate and being so into the game that I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes, but just hoping it makes sense. I think that's what's going to separate me from everybody else.
If you had to pick one thing about your commentary that you could improve on or change, what would it be?
I speak a little too fast, and I think I use a little bit too much slang. I did mention that I call some plays a little thirsty. Yeah. Some people don't really know exactly what that means, or people aren't familiar with that kind of slang. And I think I did mention, people think I'm sort of an auctioneer sometimes, or an auctioneer, excuse me, and they're like, wow, he speaks really fast, I can't keep up with him. I think if I was able to control all of that and sort of, still use the same diction I use and sort of be myself, I think that would improve me in the long run. But at the same time, I don't know why, but some people really like all of that. Some people actually like my flaws, and it surprises me to this day.
Well, it builds character, right?
Oh yeah, I think people have come to know that, when Advice is casting, he's going to be loud and he's going to be excited and he's going to be 100% there, Well,
I hope it works out for you. I know you have a kind of, I don't know what to call it. You're popping your cherry on your first big event, I guess. What can you tell me about your upcoming LA event?
Yeah, Primetime Gamers in Los Angeles. You guys should definitely tune in. I'm going to be casting with Schoolie and Turbo. I'm very excited about that, and I've never casted a LAN event, and I'm actually very, very nervous about that.
Yeah.
I casted the UMG 1K last weekend, and it was a lot of fun. I was able to work with Paradox, and I'm going to be 100% honest. To this day, I don't think I'm on the same level as casters like yourself, Paradox, Turbo, Schoolie, of course, Fwiz, Hastro, and Golden Boy. But at the same time, I'm so honored to actually go in there and cast with people of this high of stature who I, watched in my days when I had like 40 followers, 100 here and there, and
yeah.
I'm very honored to this day. When people hit me up and they're like, "Yo, Advice, you want to do a cast with me? You yourself hit me up. You want to do a dual comm?" I'm like, "Oh crap! I hope I don't mess it up."
Well, everybody knows there's only one takes on this show.
That's right.
It is what it is. Do you have any final shoutouts that we could do before the gameplay kind of wraps up here?
Yeah, shout out to my boys at the RQ, Rage Quit Gaming, Underground Community, of course, Schoolie Nation, and SoCal. Thank you, Cali Gamers, for backing me up so much. I represent you guys, of course. And big shout out to everybody, the ladies, of course, too, and the guys, all my friends out there. I hope to put you on. And definitely tune into the Girls on Girls Showcase from time to time. I will be hosting that still.
I still kind of find that topic a little funny, but maybe that's a commentary for another time. Advice, what's your Twitter so people can follow you?
My Twitter is going to be at Advice. That's ADVIC3. And thank you so much, Doc. It was an honor.
No problem, man. And next episode is going to be with Mr. Turbo Show. So if you guys are excited for that, let me know down below. And thanks again for tuning in. I'm Holiday Doc, and I'm out of here.
Peace.
So we finished the commentary a little earlier. I was planning to put this video on another gameplay, but this gameplay was so good. I love close games like this. The sniper play was absolutely fantastic. So I thought you guys wanted to see it. But since we got a little bit of extra time, I just want to shout a big thanks to you guys, the viewers, supporting this new channel. All the people that are retweeting me all the time. Don't think I haven't noticed. And I'm going to do something special for all the people that have supported me here in the next week or so. Hopefully I can do a special giveaway due to some sponsors, but we'll see how that goes. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave me a message down below in the comment section, or better yet, follow me on Twitter. That's where I interact with 99% of my viewers, and that's where I take a lot of advice and just opinions and stuff, and that's where we get the brain juices generating, bro. Come on. That's where we get talking, and thanks a lot for supporting me. And I can't say enough good things about my viewership. Thanks you so much.
Job complete. Well done.